and co-founder of Now Press Play.
Hi, I'm Tilly and I'm Head of Engagement.
All of us learn in different ways, but our education system overwhelmingly favours those children who learn best through read-write learning. There are children all over the UK who struggle to learn, not because they lack ability, but because our academic teaching methods don't work for them. As a result, too many children, often from disadvantaged backgrounds, leave primary school at risk of disengaging and without basic levels of literacy and numeracy. The way we teach our children has barely changed in 150 years. We think it's about time someone did something about that.
So, if you'd all love to put on your headphones, we're going to show you how we do it. Okay, does everybody have their headphones? If you have two red lights showing, so if you don't have two red lights, there's a slider button, and you slide it to on, and once you've got two red lights, please put your headphones on. Take off your headphones, we will collect them at the end. I'm afraid they're not a freebie. Great, so as you can see, Now Press Play is a new way of learning, and we engage children through their emotion, imagination and movement. And we believe it has the potential to level the playing field, especially for those children who may struggle in a traditional classroom setting. So how does it work? It's an annual subscription. The school would rent 35 of the headphones, and you get access to our library of experiences, which cover maths, history, PSHE, science. And we would then support you throughout the year. We're short on time, so I'm going to hand you over to Alice.
Our mission is to make the curriculum more accessible for all children. We're a social venture, and so we measure our success by the impact we're having on schools. We've got 20 schools signed up to our subscription service, and they're already finding that it's having a huge impact on their children. Some of the things they've told us about are that their children feel are more engaged in learning, that they've got more ownership over their learning, and that it's having a really positive impact on their creative writing.
We're also having an impact on attainment. So last year we trialled a literacy series in a school in Peckham, and overall we saw a 17% increase in the children's marks. And the teachers reported that the retention of the grammar they had learned through Now Press Play was much stronger because of the vivid emotional experience that the children had had. So if you'd like to find out more about what we do, we have a stand right behind, and one of our team members will be able to assist. Is there any questions?
It's like watching a silent disco, by the way, behind. I was all watching you. I was all expecting you to start, giving the Ibiza shuffle. It's always hard, this first question. You find, you've got to kind of like look around and grab someone and say, you must be. What do people think about that? Give me your comments. Let's give this beautiful startup some feedback. Questions, comments? Thank you. Tell us who you are. I'm coming over across the grass. See, this is a very nice person, Ahmed. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. My question is, how is this different from just playing sounds over a speaker to the entire classroom?
Can you hear me? Yes. We did try that. We played it over speakers, and the main difference is in the intensity of the experience. I'm sure you all felt that when you put those headphones on, you go into your own world, and it means that the children are much more able to focus and to really engage with what's happening. Even though they're in a big group, they feel like they're having an individual experience. The other thing is that it's to do with behaviour. So for those more vocal members of the class, they're not disrupting other people because they can't hear each other. And that allows every member of the class to really engage in the experience they're having.
So how's it going in terms of usage in schools? How old are you guys? Not you two personally, but the business. Where do you get your t-shirts from? We like those. Tell us all sorts of things. We like to know.
Of course, just like us, the company is quite young.
Oh.
No, so the company is 2 years old, and we're in 20 primary schools across London. We have got schools that are up north as well that are doing it. And is there anything you want to add to? Yeah, so there's different reasons that the sort of schools subscribe. Some schools are doing it because of literacy. It's a really great way for children to kind of immerse themselves, have a story experience and be able to write about it. So report writing, creative writing, every experience that we create comes with a resource pack, which links directly to pre-planned lessons for teachers as well.
Hi. You may have just inadvertently answered my question, which was going to be, after a session where kids have experienced this adventure, what's the follow-up? What activities have you got for them to do afterwards?
So there's a discussion afterwards, which is a really great way for them to lead into something, especially for children who may be shy, because everyone's had their own unique experience. They've all got something that they can share. And I'll let Alice tell you about some of the experiences that
We also have some, our maths and literacy experiences have got worksheets within them, so that those don't run all the way through. The children stop and they have a chance to answer the worksheet. And we find that because the worksheet is linked with the story that they're having, they're that much more enthused to try it out. And it also brings to life the story behind the question. So for instance, our fractions experience, we've set it on board the Titanic. So they need to use their knowledge of fractions to solve real-life mathematical emergencies, like how many people have survived, how many passengers can fit inside the lifeboat, and most crucially, is the Titanic going to sink? I mean, we all know the answer, but they figure it out pretty quickly too.
So, look at your next slide. Can we tell people about that special offer? All right then, there we are. There's a bet. Well, an oot is, yeah? Can't quite see the B, but there we are. It's an oot special offer. Tell us about that, and tell us how we access your stuff.
Yeah, so we're offering all BET delegates a 15% discount. You register your interest in the next 2 weeks. So we've got two lovely ladies at the back in the pink t-shirts, and of course there's us as well. If you want to just come and talk to us, we'll just scan your barcode, and that's all you need to do to qualify for the 15% discount. And also we'd be very willing to come to your school to talk to you more about it. We can bring our headphones, and also you can come and have a listen to each of the different experiences we have, little excerpts. So yeah, just come and talk to us.